didn't waste any time interrupting Jey Uso during his promo. The man didn't even get to say much before he came out, and I had a feeling Kevin Owens was going to have a lot to say when he had the opportunity to be face-to-face with Jey Uso. You know, last week it was all fun and hugs and just being together with the Usos, Sammy and Jey getting back together, but Kevin wasn't having that. And like I said, Jey is going to have to prove a lot. WWE could have did it in a different way. That was just such a well, duh. Of course, Jey Uso is going to volunteer himself to be KO's tag partner against Judgment Day to prove that he's changed and all this stuff. Why couldn't have, I don't know, KO had a match with one of the Judgment Day members again, and Jey be on ringside while he on ringside in support of KO, only to freak stuff up, because in the end, with Jey super kicking KO so that Judgment Day is the kings and queen of capitalizing on the F-ups of their opponents, and that's exactly what happened, because they ended up getting the freaking W. Now Jey is being side-eyed by KO. Now, I get it, that's what WWE was going for, but I feel like they could have did that whole thing in a more creative way, other than just, let's just put them together as a tag team. Why did we need to see The Miz freak up Akira Tozawa? Why did we need to see that? If that was supposed to be WWE trying to have The Miz look like he's a threat to LA Knight because they're supposed to be having their match on Friday Night SmackDown, Akira Tozawa? He's just there to make other people look good, and he was there to make The Miz look good. Well, I'm glad that Piper Niven is back. I was starting to get a little worried, but Shayna Baszler destroying Chelsea Green, why am I not surprised about it? Why is this not a surprise to me? Zoey Stark coming out. They are really starting to get on my nerves, and I'm talking about WWE. I had a feeling that Shayna Baszler and Zoey Stark were going to tag up, but I couldn't even get my words together. No! I was in denial. Let's just say I was in denial because I was thinking, no, WWE wouldn't do that. Like, that's so easy. I know they're going to put Chelsea Green, Piper Niven versus Shayna Baszler and Zoey Stark in some sort of women's tag team championship match. And Zoey and Shayna are probably going to get it. Hopefully, Shayna don't choke out Zoey. Ooh, did I say that? Yes, I did. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I feel like it's about that time that WWE just throws away the women's tag team championships. And this is me coming, I'm a lady. I like women's wrestling, but I don't like what they're doing with this championship. Like, granted, it's Shayna Baszler versus Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green's always getting freaked out. Like, that's just her character right now. Karen's always getting effed up. But this is one half of the women's tag team champions. They give no Fs. They give no A, B, C, D, E, Fs about the women's tag team championships. I love that Chad Gable came out during Gunther's, celebration of being the Intercontinental Champion for that long of a time, breaking records. And I'm so excited that they're gonna go at it again. Gunther versus Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship. Now more than ever, I'm fully convinced that this man, Chad Gable, is going to break Gunther's record, and I'm okay with it. Show the WWE universe that he deserves a solo championship and just bring it. Like, he's been one of the few men on the Raw roster that has been able to just freak up Gunther and make Gunther second guess his abilities. Like, the way Chad Gable will put this man in an ankle lock, like nobody's business. Like, this man has been through the ringer, and he has continued to surprise me each week as he's going on this journey for gold. His daughter was, oh my goodness, had me all the way all up in it and through it, and him using that and that being his motivation to just take down Gunther. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited. I'm not up for Drew McIntyre turning heel. I'm not liking it. I'm seeing it. I see what WWE is trying to do, and I'm not here for it. I don't like it because this man, like, we've seen him as a heel before, and I don't feel like he's quite done yet being a face. And I know, like, even Xavier Woods, him and Xavier Woods backstage, Xavier Woods was trying to get this man pissed off. Xavier was pushing the buttons, very much so, talking about this man being champion during the pandemic and like just trigger words. And I keep going back to that in my mind because I still would love to see Drew McIntyre have a major title in front of the fans. Like, I just want him to get that opportunity because I feel like it would be so good. And I mean, as a face, I don't want him to win no championship as a heel. Like, I don't like it, okay? So we get Xavier Woods and Drew McIntyre. I honestly didn't know who to cheer for because I like both guys. And I knew Drew McIntyre was going to win. Like, that Claymore was just straight up disrespectful. But Xavier Woods he just has it in the ring. He's so freaking seasoned and he can sell his booty cheeks off. So, I mean, this match was enjoyable, but at the same time, and it was enjoyable because both these men are talented, but it was weird. I didn't know who to cheer for, even though Drew McIntyre is exhibiting heel tendencies and I don't like it. I still like him. So I don't know. And then, of course, Matt Riddle wasn't there because, I mean, the whole thing at JFK and the allegations, all this foolishness, like, this man cannot seem to stay out of trouble, and it makes me sad because I like Matt Riddle. I like the original bro. I don't know what to think if anymore. Seth freaking Rollins promo, I liked it. The reason why I liked it is because he was very transparent. I love how he was addressing the stuff that Shinsuke Nakamura was saying in his video package about, you know, he's a liar, he's a manipulator. Seth is a liar, manipulator, all this stuff. Just trying to play mind games with him. And I knew that was what Shinsuke Nakamura was doing. I said this before in my previous Wrestle Capsule Monday Night Raw video. Seth freaking Rollins, he's been the king of mind games for the longest time since he's turned heel. And I mean, this makes it no different, but with Shinsuke doing it to him because he knows how much that payback match meant, considering how bad Shinsuke Nakamura beat Seth Rollins, effing his back up, just freaking him up. Even though Seth retained, he just couldn't let it go. And Shinsuke saw that, and he's taking advantage of it. And I love how Shinsuke was like, I'm gonna go for that championship when I'm ready. Like, that's some gangsta-ish. But back to Seth freaking Rollins promo. I loved it because he did acknowledge what Shinsuke Nakamura was saying, but also he was talking about how he changed and how, you know, his father, and he cares about being better than he was before, and not allowing Shinsuke Nakamura's words to become his reality. And that is just like, I like, that was a very nice touch and a great way to get the crowd even more behind him, as if they're not behind him as is right now. But that was disrespectful with Shinsuke Nakamura beating up Ricochet. And as we know, last week, Shinsuke and Ricochet had their match last week because, you know, Ricochet was trying to, you know, stick up for the World Heavyweight Champion Seth freaking Rollins. He stuck his nose in business and got effed up, so he got effed up backstage by Shinsuke this time. So are we gonna get another Shinsuke and Nakamura Ricochet match before we get the World Heavyweight Championship match between the Architect and the Artist, or what? Like, where is WWE gonna go from here, especially when they're reinserting Ricochet kind of back into the equation, kind of like collateral. Because, you know, Seth freaking Rollins is going to be pissed off about that too, because he's cool with Ricochet. But to go back to the whole Gunther, you know, celebration for him breaking the record for the Intercontinental Championship, I was not expecting for Tommaso Ciampa to come out. I mean, I was expecting Otis to come out when, you know, Chad's trying to take on Imperium, but I was not expecting Tommaso Ciampa to come out. So you have the 6-man tag team match. Okay, it was good. While there was a back and forth of who had control, you know, Tommaso Ciampa, Alpha Academy, having like the upper hand at some point, having some sort of control. But I feel like Imperium had the majority of the control in this match. And honestly, it makes sense for Tommaso Ciampa and Alpha Academy to get this W, because this is going to propel Chad Gable forward, leading up to him having his Intercontinental Championship match against the champion, the Ring General, Gunther. I could talk about this Women's World Championship. I could talk about how I enjoyed it. I could talk about how Rhea Ripley again and again is bringing out the best in Raquel Rodriguez. What the Nia Jax coming out of nowhere, effing up Raquel Rodriguez so that Rhea Ripley could get the W and retain her championship. Then for Rhea Ripley to get effed up, just sitting on Rhea Ripley's chest. Like, I can't believe this woman is back in WWE. I never thought I would see the day that Nia Jax would be back. And I'm telling you, I was looking on X because I can't help myself, and it was an absolute uproar. Like, people were so pissed. Of course, there's two sides. There's one side who are still fans of Nia Jax, and then there's the other side who are disgusted by her, hate her guts, think that she's just sucks in the ring, that she injures everyone that she wrestles. A lot of people were bringing up the whole Kairi Sane thing. For shock factor, 10 out of 10, because that came out of left, right, sideways field. I was not expecting this woman to destroy this. Rhea Ripley needs more competition. She needs more than Raquel Rodriguez to go up against for the title. And Nia Jax is definitely a force to be reckoned with. But on the other side, I feel like WWE is gonna be smart with this. There's a lot, like I said before, there's uproar on social media, and there's a lot of WWE fans who are effing pissed that Nia Jax is back, considering her ring work and everything. Like, they just don't want to see this woman. And I think WWE is going to use that. I mean, obviously, she came back and she's healed. She freaked up Raquel and Rhea. Like, they're going to use this to their benefit. Like, you're going to get the boos. People hate this woman, but they will tune in to see what the F she's going to do. Hands down. I feel like if Nia Jax really has taken the time while she's been away from the ring to actually work on her, for lack of better words, ring work, get better, learn how to be safer. I feel like that is a teachable thing. I feel like she can get better. If she really puts in the work, she can get better. Now, I'm not gonna pass any judgment. People can change, people can improve in the ring, people can get sound and get it together. She can do it. I feel like it's possible. I just wanna see where she is in the ring. I just want to see her have a match with someone and see if there's any changes. So guys, let me know what you thought about Monday Night Raw. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more episodes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Signing off. Bye.